This is Brad from Comic Experience Sci-Fi, reporting live from Sherwood Brewing Company here in Utica, Michigan. We're having a great time talking about everything there is to talk about. And the one thing we haven't talked about is a little speculation on what we think is really going to happen with the Star Wars movie, because we haven't seen it yet and we're hoping for it. But I'm going to pass the ball here to Nick, and I want to hear what Nick has to say on what he thinks is really going on in that movie.
Well, thank you, Brad. This is my 47th birthday, and I saw the very first Star Wars film at the age of 8. And I've, like everyone else who saw that first movie, I've loved it ever since. And we've been waiting for this episode 7 now for 33 years, I think, since Return of the Jedi came out. And I couldn't be more excited. I'm so happy that John Williams and Lawrence Kasdan and J.J. Abrams and I already say John Williams, Mark Hamill, Harrison Ford, Carrie Fisher. And what's beautiful is it's going to be fun. I can't wait to hear the roar of the TIE fighter, you know, the old sound effects, the old characters. We haven't seen anything of Luke Skywalker. We have no idea what's going on with that character. And I want to tip my hat again to Disney for not giving us any spoilers whatsoever. And
they're speculating that he was destined to be the Force tipper or equal out the Force.
Well, Anakin was, though. Anakin was to restore balance to the Force,
right, yeah.
which he did when he threw the Emperor down the shaft in Return of the Jedi.
But aren't they saying that Luke actually
equaled
out the Force?
Well, we do know that it doesn't appear that he restored the Jedi Temple, and so there's not another generation of Jedi. Perhaps he went into hiding so that no one would get the power of the Force and use it for evil purposes again. But now it has awakened. I mean, it's all speculation. None of us know anything. But it's mainly just, I was curious if you guys are excited, you don't care, it's not a big deal, or are you happy with the direction it's going to take? Compared to the prequels, you know, what do you think? We know Star Wars isn't your cup of tea, Lee, but you know, just talk about it as a casual fan.
I'm not gonna say it's not my cup of tea, because even though I do lean towards Star Trek, Don't Tell the World.
Because you can't just like them both.
No, you can't like them both. So I am a Trekkie for life, but I do watch Star Wars.
I'm a Jackie, a Jedi, and a Trekkie.
Oh, that's a cute name.
That's a good one. So I have seen all of Star Wars. I am actually not going to say I'm not excited, because I am actually a little excited.
What are you excited about?
Like you said, the whole aspect of them bringing back the characters from the first 3 and trying to mix it all in together and complete. It sounds, to me, it looks like they're trying to complete the story. I don't know if they're going to do 3 more.
They're doing 3 total. Trilogy, yeah, new trilogy.
Star Wars always comes in trilogy.
They've already got the directors assigned.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then I'm just excited to see where the story can continue to go, and I just have a feeling in another 30 years they'll do 3 more.
Yeah, I think
our brains will all be in robots by then.
I think you have to take into account that love for Star Wars and love for Star Trek is not mutually exclusive. Just because Star is both their first names, they have nothing to do with each other. One of them is in a galaxy far, far away, and another one is in our galaxy. So anything.
One is in the future and one is in the past.
See,
a long time ago.
Completely different,
yes.
And don't have to have anything to do with each other, and don't have to be similar. It's like, do you like
one's
elves,
fantasy and one's science fiction,
or do you like dwarves? It has nothing to do with each other. It's just your opinion.
Young Zoe wanted to discuss the merchandising.
Oh yes, please.
Star Wars, so please.
I'm excited about all the girl stuff that is happening, like the makeup, the dark side and the light side makeup products, which is really exciting. I feel like that's not really something that has happened before.
But there's way more nerd girls than there ever were in the past.
That nerds are not just boys, that they're all genders, and that's cool. But also I love the, what's the little round thing called?
BB-8.
It's the cutest thing ever, and I love it. And there's plushies of it and little robot things. But
I have a question.
But the technology of it is really cool for kids. Imagine having that as a kid, like the technology of this little droid that you have, like.
If Harrison Ford dies in the first 5 minutes, how many people are going to get up and walk out?
Oh,
I will.
I might a little bit.
Harrison Ford is my preferred hero in this series. So.
I'm one of those. If Indiana Jones gets bit by the snake in Star Wars, I'm just saying.
Oh, well, if he doesn't hear the sithing And as a warning,
He'll be okay.
yes, I went there.
The one little speculation I do have about the story is when we last saw Luke Skywalker, he was acknowledged. He was interacting with the spirits of Anakin, Yoda, and Obi-Wan, and he had interacted with the spirit of Obi-Wan throughout the original trilogy. So it stands to reason that interacting with spirits is something that should have been going on all these years. So has Luke been interacting with Obi-Wan, Yoda, and his father, and Liam Neeson, and Samuel L. Jackson? You know, I mean, all these, they should technically be part of it in spirit form, because when Revenge of the Sith ended, that was the last thing Yoda said. I will teach you how to commune with Qui-Gon in spirit form. So is J.J. Abrams going to abandon this whole spirit thing?
Can't.
Or should it be, you know...
George Lucas is too well in depth in this process. He's not going to let it go. But yet again, I have to say it for the third time today, we'll just have to wait and see. This is Brad from Comic Experience Sci-Fi. We'll see you next time.